at 785-229-5651. And by the Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, comprehensive chiropractic care for the whole family. Call 785-242-4100 for an appointment. Now, for a preview of Ottawa Aeros American Legion Baseball, here's Gary Bateman.
And good morning, everyone, from a dry Paul Linblad Jr. Field and Katie Park here in Chanute. It's time for American Legion Baseball action here on KOFO as the Ottawa Aeros get set to take on Iola Indians here in the first round of this Chanute baseball tournament. This is a pool play tournament, and Ottawa playing Iola at this hour, and then they will follow that up with a game against Neosho County, made up of a number of different schools. And pool play will continue throughout the day today, and then they will seed everybody after the final game today, and they will play tomorrow here in bracketed play. Arrows come into today's action with a record of 13-1 on the season, having come off a doubleheader win on Wednesday night over at Emporia. They won 4-2 in the first ball game and 6-1 in the nightcap. And this starts a stretch of a lot of games in just about a week here for the Arrows. And we'll be back after this timeout. You are listening to Arrows Baseball and the Wise Guys Construction Ottawa Chiropractic pregame show here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Scott Schultz of Comfort Care Homes on the renovation of their facility in Ottawa, completed by Wise Guys Construction.
Bill and Jason managed the project. They basically handled all the external communication with all the different parties, and it was a very smooth process. I was extremely satisfied. We've received nothing but compliments on the home and just really glad to have them involved. I think Wise Guys is one of the leading construction firms in Ottawa.
Be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction, 785-229-5651. Being your local hometown chiropractic clinic for over 50 years lends itself to being a longtime supporter of the area sports teams, including the Ottawa American Legion baseball team. Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic wishes this year's squad the best as they work toward the result they want, a third straight state championship. When you want results in reducing your pain and improving your overall wellness with traditional chiropractic care, call on the experienced team of Dr. Mike Hyatt and Dr. Sherry Jung at the Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, 15th and Main in Ottawa, 242-4001, or visit ottawachiropractic.com.
Arrows taking some fielding practice. We mentioned it was dry here. The weather front that moved through and dropped a bunch of rain on us and throughout the KOFO listing area last night actually avoided the Chanute area. It was moving south and east, although I noticed that there was rain in Iola, of course, which is just about 20 miles up the road on Highway 169, and also a good deal of weather this morning, checking the radar around the Erie area, which is just to the east here of Chanute. But here at Katie Park, dry weather and good day for baseball from the standpoint that the heat is not here this morning. Pleasant conditions, winds blowing across the field, right field, foul pole to left field, foul pole. Ottawa, after this tournament, travels to Omaha, Nebraska to play in the Battle of Omaha tournament, and that gets underway on Monday for them. They play one game Monday afternoon against the host team from Burke, Nebraska. Then they play a team from Wheaton, Illinois, Tuesday morning, and then Tuesday afternoon they play a team from Buffalo, New York, and then Thursday teams will be seeded and they'll have another game then as well. And we will have that game, those games for you on KOFO. We found a young man up in the Omaha area that's going to be broadcasting those games for us, and we appreciate his help greatly. It's a little difficult for this broadcaster to get away in those situations, but we will have those games for you this week on KOFO. And then Ottawa back at home on Friday, and they will take on Emporia in the battle against Cancer night. And then the rest of that weekend, just some fun stuff. The Legion Golf Tournament is Saturday the 24th, and then Sunday the 25th, the annual alumni game at Harvey Drake Field. So you want to get on out and watch some of that, some of the previous Legion players coming back to take on this current Arrows squad. We'll return after this timeout and have the starting lineups for this morning's ball game. You're listening to the Wise Guys Construction Ottawa Chiropractic pregame show here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Anyone can call themselves a construction company, slap a sign on the side of their truck, and drive around town looking for work. Is that who you want to hire? No. You're smarter than that. Wise Guys Construction at 108 North Main in Ottawa has been in business for 13 years, building new residential homes, adding additions and finishing basements, solving commercial structure needs for businesses, and repairing damage left behind from fire or water. When it comes to who you hire for residential and commercial construction needs, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction at 785-229-5651.
Being your local hometown chiropractic clinic for over 50 years lends itself to being a longtime supporter of the area sports teams, including the Ottawa American Legion baseball team. Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic wishes this year's squad the best as they work toward the result they want, a third straight state championship. When you want results in reducing your pain and improving your overall wellness with traditional chiropractic care, call on the experienced team of Dr. Mike Hyatt and Dr. Sherry Jung at the Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, 15th and Main in Ottawa, 242-4001, or visit ottawachiropractic.com.
Back here on the Wise Guys Construction Ottawa Chiropractic pregame show ahead of Arrows baseball this morning. Don't forget, we'll have another game after this one here. Ottawa takes on Neosho County in the second game of the day right here at Paul Jr. Linblad Field, and that is scheduled for 11:30 start right here on KOFO. Here are the starting lineups, first of all, for the Iola Indians. Leading off, playing in center field, will be Isaac Vink. Batting second, the second baseman, Blake Ashmore. Hitting third and playing at third base, Derek Bycroft. First baseman, Lance Daniels, bats fourth. Hitting fifth and playing shortstop, Dalen Splain. Ethan Tavares is the right fielder, and he will bat sixth. Hitting seventh and doing the pitching is Cal Leonard. Left fielder, Kane Rogers, will bat eighth. I have an extra hitter, Ben Cooper, batting ninth, and doing the catching and batting 10th is Kason Baker. So for Iola, Vink, Ashmore, Bycroft, Daniel, Splain, Tavares, Leonard, Rogers, Cooper, and Baker. For the Arrows, leading off playing in center field, Jared Parenti. Batting second, doing the catching, Trevor Boehm. Hitting third, the left fielder, Trenton Ferguson. And the cleanup man is the first baseman, Donovan Sudi. Batting fifth and playing at second base today, Keegan Finch. Third baseman, Owen Lamar, will bat sixth. Batting seventh, the shortstop, Dalton Rankin. Hitting eighth, designated hitter, Spencer Mays. And batting ninth in right field, Chance Crowley. For Ottawa, Parenti, Boehm, Ferguson, Sudi, Finch, Lamar, Rankin, Mays, and Crowley, and right-hander Cale Clark will be on the mound. So that's going to do it for our Wise Guys Construction Ottawa Chiropractic Arrows pregame show, and we'll be back with more here from Katie Park and Chanute after this. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Thank you for listening to the Post 60 Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball pregame show, brought to you by Wise Guys Construction and the Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic. First pitch is coming up next. When Ottawa family physicians chose to construct their new Ottawa Care Clinic inside Costantino's Price Chopper, they turned to Wise Guys Construction. Dr. John Gollier.
We knew they were reliable. Their reputation's excellent. I've known Jason and Bill for a long time, and I trusted them to do a good job. They've worked with our staff and kept our hassles to a minimum. No, I would have absolutely no hesitation recommending Wise Guys Construction.
For commercial or residential construction, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction, 785-229-5651. KOFO. your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast of Post 60 Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball. Brought to you by Modern Woodman agent Dale Pearson, Dr. Hale Family Dentistry, Kansas State Bank, Adamson Brothers, Ottawa Recreation Commission, and by Ransom Memorial Hospital, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, Sutton's Jewelry, CarStar, Messenger's Home Furnishings, Dingle & Son Mortuary, also by Franklin County Chiropractic, the Ottawa Herald, Wise Guys Construction, People's Bank, Kramer Pharmacy, and Costantino's Price Chopper, Quality Structures Incorporated, Maxwell Chiropractic, and Advantage Electric. Now let's head back to the Diamond and rejoin KOFO Sports Director Gary Bateman for Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball.
And back here in Chanute at Katy Park, Paul Jr. Linblad Field. Arrows completing their warm-up. Not sure whether or not Iola's doing that or not. Ordinarily, the home team takes the infield first, so we may be a little bit closer to game time than we had originally thought. But as for now, game time was scheduled to be at 9 here this morning. Again, the Arrows heading into a time frame here in the next week where they could likely play ten games in 7 days. They've got another stretch the following week that is even a little bit more daunting. They have doubleheaders on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and then a single game on Sunday, right before the Independence Day holiday. Ottawa and Iola had quite a rivalry here over the years. Of course, with the Arrows moving to AAA here a couple of years ago, that's not quite as big a rivalry as it was, but Iola usually puts together good baseball teams, and several names are on their roster are people that we are familiar with from older brothers. Most notably Sig and Ashmore come to mind, and a couple of these kids played against Ottawa the last time the two teams played. I don't honestly remember if they played last year or not, but they may well have, and if so, names like Dalen Splain, Ethan Tavares, Kane Rogers, those guys all played against Ottawa the last time these two teams met. Again, the wind is blowing across the field from right field to left field here this morning, and does not look like Iola's going to take infield, so we will get started here just shortly. Teams lining up on the baselines to be introduced, and also for our national anthem. And I tell you what, we will take a quick 1-minute break here right now, and you're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
To protect your family and plan for your financial future, get to know your Modern Woodman agent.
Hello, I'm Dale Pearson, your Modern Woodman agent in Ottawa, Kansas. Call me today at 242-6566.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Technology, mobile banking. I totally heart my bank.
Kansas State Bank, a better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
How about getting rid of a pound of fat per day with completely safe, effective laser-like lipo? No strenuous dieting or excessive exercising. Call Dr. Jade Provo at Franklin County Chiropractic for a no-obligation appointment. 785-242-9393.
Since 1944, families of Franklin County have called Dingle & Son Mortuary and Crematory in their time of need. Why? Because of the peace of mind received knowing that Dingle & Son will take charge and exceed expectations. Visit dinglemortuary.com.
And the managers will now meet at home plate here as we get set for some baseball action. Earlier action from last night, Iola beat Neosho County 13-1, and the host team from Chanute beat Pittsburgh 8-4. Now the other team in the tournament is Emporia. They'll play their two games later on this afternoon against Chanute and against Pittsburgh. And then again, the teams will be seeded at that point in time. If Ottawa would win their 2 games here today, they would either play at 11:30 or 2 o'clock, and it really kind of depends on the other bracket, because we're trying to make sure that we are able to get people where they need to be. There's going to be 1 game tomorrow played at Neosho County Community College, so I want to make sure that they have people where they need them to run the tournament. And so it may be a while even after Ottawa plays here before we'll know when the Arrows will play and where here in Chanute they will play. Let's set Iola for you defensively. In left field, Kane Rogers. Isaac Vink is in center field, and Ethan Tavares is in right. The third baseman is Derek Bycroft. At shortstop, Dalen Splain. Second baseman's Blake Ashmore, and at first base, Lance Daniels. Doing the catching is Kason Barker, and on the mound, it's right-hander Cal Leonard. Catcher Barker is a left-hander. And you do not see that much anymore, even at this level. Coaching at third base for the Arrows will be Brian Long. And Spencer Hawkins will head over to first to do the coaching over there. There's a throw to second. We're set for baseball here. Jared Prenny will lead things off for the Arrows. Jared on the season hitting .324 with no home runs and 3 RBIs. A good .477 on-base percentage for Prenny. Also leads the team in stolen bases with 12. Leonard's first pitch of the game is down low. Prenny, Boehm, and Ferguson here in the first. Fastball low, 2-0. Strike at the knees, 2-1 now to Prenny. Dimensions here at Linblad Field, 330 down the lines, 355 to the power alleys, and 370 to dead center. Ball hits sharply down the left field line, foul. Prenny turned on that ball, but was out in front of it a little bit too much. Count now 2-2. Leonard ready, and his pitch. Off-speed pitch is outside. The wind, the 3-2 pitch. Popped it foul. Barker has a look, but it's out of play. Prenny back in. Leonard ready again, the 3-2 pitch. Chopped it foul over into the third base dugout. Again, 3-2 to Prenny. And it's outside, ball 4. So good job by Jared to work the count and draw the walk. He's on to lead off the ball game, and the batter is Trevor Boehm. Trevor hitting .419, no home runs, 7 runs batted in. Prenny, always a threat to go, has a lead over at first. Stretch, the pitch, swing and a miss. Third baseman Bycroft in on the grass. Runner goes, pitch is fouled back, and quickly 0-2. Leonard stares in for a sign. Stretch, and the 0-2. Just outside. Peretti at first, nobody out. Check of the runner. The 1-2 pitch. Runner goes. It was a great pitch to run on, but Peretti is just in time. Good throw by Barker. Barker did a good job of digging that ball out of the dirt and made a strong throw, but Peretti has his 13th stolen base. He's now in scoring position with nobody out, 2-2 to Boehm. Hit into right field. That's down for a hit. Peretti will round third, and he'll put on the brakes. That ball was not hit deeply, and the right fielder, Tavares, was playing somewhat shallow. So Ottawa has runners at the corners, and the batter is Trenton Ferguson. Trenton's average .583, 1 home run, 19 runs batted in. Stretched by Leonard. Pitch to Ferguson. And it's just below the knees, 1-0. First and third for Ottawa, nobody out. Just underway here in the top half of the first. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball sharply hits the shortstop. He bobbles, and the only play is first, and safe at first. That looked like it might have been a double play ball, but Splain, the shortstop, dropped it trying to get it out of his glove. Ferguson reaches on the air. He does pick up an RBI as Peretti comes down the line to score. It's 1-0 Arrows. And now the cleanup man, Donovan Sudi. Donovan, .568, 3 homers, 20 RBI. And a curveball hit him in the back. So now Keegan Finch. Keegan's average .414, no homers, 10 RBIs. Leonard from the wind. Pitch inside to Finch. Up too high. Boehm was making a move toward the plate. Put on the brakes about a third of the way down. Leonard working from the wind again. 2-0 pitch. Line past the second baseman into right field. A base hit. A run will score, and Ferguson will put on the brakes at third. It's 2-0 Arrows. That ball just out of the reach of Ashmore, the second baseman. Little looping liner. Here's Owen Lamar. .389 batting average. No homers, 4 runs batted in. Inside to him. Still nobody out in the inning. Ferguson at third, Sudi at second, Finch at first. Pitch off the outside corner, 2-0. Leonard working from the full wind. Slowly hit ground ball toward the shortstop. They'll play to second base and get the out there. That's all they'll get. Ferguson will score RBI for Lamar. And now a 3-0 ball game. Dalton Rankin, the batter. Dalton's average 192, no homers and 5 runs batted in. Leonard back to the stretch, the pitch. Runner goes from first. The pitch is a strike. The throw through is not in time. Lamar just beat the throw. Leonard will work from the stretch with runners at second and third. Rankin takes a strike, and it's 0-2. Chopper over the mound. That'll score a run. It's off the glove of the shortstop and on into shallow center, so 2 runs will come in to score. And the throw will be cut off, but Rankin on down to second base on the throw. Rankin will pick up an RBI, but an error on the shortstop allows that other runner to score. Spencer Mays, the batter. Spencer, 333, no homers and RBI. Little looper into shallow right center field. That'll drop in for a hit. Around third, heading for the plate will be Rankin, and he will score. Arrows lead at 6-0. RBI number 2 for Spencer Mays. And still just 1 out. Here is Chance Crowley. Crowley, 500 on the year. He went 3 for 3 the other night over at Emporia with a couple of runs batted in. No homers, 3 RBIs. Outside corner, strike called. Stretch. 1-0 pitch, or 0-1 pitch, slowly hit ground ball, barehanded by the pitcher, throws to second for 1, back to first, not in time. Nice play by Leonard. He barehanded that thing, got it to Ashmore, and they nearly turned 2. Two down, back to the top of the order. Perenni walked, stole a base, and scored his first time up. Leonard has a sign. Pitch to Perenni. Breaking ball in the dirt. Nice stop by Barker, the catcher. Here's the stretch. 1-0 pitch. Strike called. Crowley at first, now 2 away. And that ball got away from the catcher. There goes Crowley down to second. Pitch was up too high. Looked like the catcher might have gotten crossed up on that pitch. Stretch. 2-1 to Perenni. Line drive, base hit left field. Crowley will hold at third. Fourth hit of the inning for the Arrows. And the runners again at the corners. Here's Trevor Boehm, who singled to right his first time. Arrows really haven't stung the ball, but they put the ball in great places. Stretched by Leonard. Perenni goes. Pitch is low, and there'll be no throw. Ground ball is short. Splain bobbles. He'll have to hurry. And out at first, they just got him. For Ottawa in the first, 6 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors, and 2 left on base. At the end of a half inning of play, the score is Ottawa 6 and Iola coming to bat. And we'll be back after this. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055.
Whether it's on the field as a player or tackling your yard as a weekend warrior, injuries happen. The Orthopedic Associates of Ottawa at Ransom Memorial Hospital can reduce your pain, increase your function, and get you back in the game. Find out how by visiting ransom.org.
Community journalism is thriving at the Ottawa Herald. 3 days a week in print and every day online, the Herald's award-winning staff covers the news that matters to you. Breaking news, sports, events, and so much more. Just as the Herald has done for more than 140 years. Call 242-4700 to subscribe today, or find us online at www.ottawaherald.com, on Facebook, or download our app.
Iola comes to bat here in the bottom of the first. Arrows lead at 6-0. For the Indians, it'll be Isaac Vink, Blake Ashmore, and Derek Bycroft. Defensively for Ottawa, in left field, Trenton Ferguson. Center fielder is Jared Prenny, and in right, Chance Crowley. Third baseman is Owen Lamar. At shortstop, Dalton Rankin. Keegan finishes at second base, and Donovan Sudi at first. Behind the plate, Trevor Bame, and right-hander Cale Clark on the mound, making his third appearance of the season. No wins, 1 loss, an earned run average of 3.50. He's thrown 4 innings, allowed 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He has walked 4, and he struck out 3. He's been handed a 6-run lead. Isaac Vink will lead things off. Vink, a right-handed batter. Clark's pitch. Fly ball right field. Crowley drifting under it, and he's got it. 1 pitch, 1 out. Now Blake Ashmore. Ashmore also hits from the right side. Fastball is a little, or no, it's at the letter, strike called. Not too high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ottawa outfield's pretty much straight away for Ashmore. 1-1 pitch, down too low. Next one on the way, just below the knees, 3-1. Clark winds, and his pitch. Swing and a foul tip. Full count to Ashmore with 1 out, nobody on. Checked his swing, and the pitch down low, ball 4. So 1 out walk, and the batter will be Derek Bycroft. Bycroft hits from the right side. Ashmore inches away over at first. Outside and low, 1-0. Stretch by Clark, and his 1-0 pitch. And it's a fastball high. One thing you can't do in a situation like this with a 6-run lead, you just can't put people on base. You've got to throw strikes. And there's ball 3 inside. Three-0 count. Strike on the inside corner. Ashmore with a lead. Sudi at the bag, holding him on there. 3-1 pitch to Bycroft is high, ball 4. So a pair of walks. Boehm out to have something to say to Clark. And the cleanup man, Lance Daniels, the batter. Daniels, a left-handed hitter. Wide stance. Clark's pitch is high. Sometimes it's unfamiliarity with a mound that causes this type of issue. Maybe a release point situation. Nathan Roth watching on from the dugout. There's a line drive base hit to right. Crowley up with it. Ashmore will make the turn, but hold on. The bases are loaded with one away, and the batter Dalen Splain. Splain hits from the right side. Clark will work from the stretch position. Up too high, 1-0. Stretch. 1-0 pitch. It's the outside corner. And Clark continues to work behind the hitters. He leads 6-0, but that's in jeopardy. Bases loaded, 1 out. In the dirt, 3-0. Splain waits. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And it's outside, and a run comes home. Brian Long out of the dugout. He wants to talk only to Cale Clark. He motions everybody else to go back to their positions. Ethan Tavares will be the batter. Ottawa got 6 in the top of the first. Iola with 1 here in the bottom half, and 1 out, bases loaded. So Tavares will stand in. Pitch to him. Swing and a foul back. Ottawa middle infielders looking for a double play ball. Corners are just inside the bag at first and third. Chopped foul, 0-2. Aim through the signs. Stretch. 2-strike pitch. Lined on 1 hop to the third baseman. They'll play to the plate, get the force there. Throw back to first is down the right field line. 2 runs are going to score. Tavares headed for third base. And a throw not in time. The 2 runs scored to make it 6-3. Ottawa looked like they might get a double play and get out of this thing, but Bain's throw sailed down the right field line. Runner at third with 2 outs now. The batter, Cal Leonard, the pitcher. Clark's pitch is fouled back to the screen. Oh, 1 pitch, curve outside. And when you get that big lead in the first, you've got to really put your foot down on that opponent's throat. But Iola's already back in this ball game now. Up too high with a fastball, 2-1 to Leonard. Ball 3 low. Indians have 1 hit in this inning. That a single to right by Daniels. 3-1 pitch to Leonard, and low ball 4. Ottawa has warm-up action now down the left field line. Looks like Johnny Nash is going to throw. So runners at first and third for Kane Rogers. Right-handed hitter stands deep in the box. Pitch from Clark. Fastball for a strike. A 1 pitch, swing and a miss. Another good fastball. It's 0-2. Right-hander okays the sign. 0-2 to Rogers. Just missed outside. Bain tried to frame it, but did not get the call. Stretch. Now the 1-2 pitch. Curve, grounded slowly towards second. Finch up with it, throws to first in time, and the side is retired. Iola gets 3 runs on 1 hit, 1 big Ottawa error, and 2 left on base. At the end of 1 inning of play, Ottawa 6 and Iola 3, and we'll return after this break. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Electricity. Where would we be without it? Yeah, in the dark. But Advantage Electric is there to light up your world. Whether it's service or repair, you'll always get a free estimate and a friendly technician. Here's Advantage Electric owner Eric Crowley.
What we enjoy is working with people in our community because we see them everywhere we go. It's not like, we go to your house and we take care of your electrical issue and then we don't talk to you or see you ever again. So it's a personal connection that we have with you.
Advantage Electric, 229 North Main. Call 418-1218.
In honor of our great country in the state of Kansas, Messengers Home Furnishings in South Ottawa is offering 2 free lamps valued up to $150 when you buy a lacrosse sofa in the month of June. For 20 years now, Messengers has been offering a large selection of lacrosse sofas made right here in Kansas by Kansans. With lifetime warranties on their frames and heavy-duty foam cushion cores, your lacrosse sofa can last longer than those old lamps you've got that need replaced. So get to Messengers Home Furnishings before June ends and get your free pair of lamps with any lacrosse sofa purchase.
Well, the Arrows need to get back to work offensively here as they come to bat in the second. It'll be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, Ferguson, Sudi, and Finch. Both teams benefiting from errors by the opponent in that first inning and also from free passes. Trenton Ferguson reached on an error his first time up, scored a run. Pitch from Leonard. Ground ball sharply hit and off the glove of the third baseman and on into left field. Bycroft was just eaten up by that baseball. And let's see how they scored that. Batter's Donovan Sudi, who was hit by a pitch back in the first. Pitch to Donovan. Popped up foul and out of play. Ferguson at first. A 1 pitch, low and outside. One delivery, way outside. Check of the runner, 2-1 pitch. Again outside, 3-1. Runner at first, nobody out. 3-1 to Sudi. Fouled it back. He had a good rip. Game against Neosho County to follow, scheduled for 11:30 here. Grounder to third. Bycroft goes up for it. Throws the second out there, back to first, and not in time. So Bycroft, who didn't play Ferguson's ball particularly well, made a nice play there going up the ladder to spear that bouncer, and they get the force at second. Here's Keegan Finch, who singled to right in the first. Picked up an RBI, his 11th on the season. Fly ball, shallow right. Who wants it? Center fielder will make the call and the catch. Vink almost overran that baseball. So now 2 outs in the inning. Owen Lamar will be the batter. Owen reached on a fielder's choice. Stole a base score run in the first inning. Inside to him. Check of Sudi, 1-0 pitch. That ball hit in the air to shallow center, and Vink under it, has it, and Ottawa out here in the second. They waste the leadoff man on. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base. We'll move to the bottom of the second. Ottawa 6, and Iola 3. Back after this. This is Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Did you know Dr. Hale's office is a full-service dental care center? If your child is having a toothache, your teenager needs his wisdom teeth removed, or mom needs a new set of dentures, Dr. Hale can treat these and other dental concerns. For quality care in a relaxed environment, call Dr. Hale's office 242-1800. Smart Ottawa shoppers know Cosentino's Price Chopper has the best rewards program in town. Only Price Chopper lets you earn points on all your purchases. Visit mypricechopper.com and start saving on food or fuel today. Shop Cosentino's, your local family-owned grocer since 1948.
Being your local hometown chiropractic clinic for over 50 years lends itself to being a longtime supporter of the area sports teams, including the Ottawa American Legion baseball team. Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic wishes this year's squad the best as they work toward the result they want, a 3rd straight state championship. When you want results in reducing your pain and improving your overall wellness with traditional chiropractic care, call on the experienced team of Dr. Mike Hyatt and Dr. Sherry Jung at the Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, 15th and Main in Ottawa, 242-4001, or visit ottawachiropractic.com.
Iola bats here in the bottom of the second. Ben Cooper will lead things off, then Kason Barker and Isaac Vink. Cale Clark struggled with his control in the first inning. Walking 4. Ben Cooper, a right-handed hitter. Pitch down low. Ottawa, with all the games here over the next week, will try to make sure that they balance their pitching staff as best they can. Fastball high, 2 balls, no strikes. They've thrown 14 people so far this season. It's an amazing total. Swing and a miss. Cooper after that 2-0 offering and came up empty. Just off the outside corner, 3-1. And ball 4 low, walk number 5, and leadoff man on. Here's the catcher, Kason Barker. And now Brody Mundell has grabbed the baseball. Looks like he's going to start throwing for Ottawa. Kason Barker throws left, bats right. He's bunting, gets it down. Clark's only play will be first, and a throw in time. Throw back behind the runner at second, and Rankin had to go up to grab that one. So sacrifice works, 1-3. Now back to the top of the order, Isaac Vink, who was out on a fly to the right fielder on the first pitch. 6-3 Ottawa here in the bottom half of the second. Arrows got 6 in the first, but then Iola got 3 in their half of the inning. Clark's pitch is a knuckleball, gets away from the catcher, and the runner will move to third. Clark from the stretch position. 1-0 delivery. Line drive, base hit right field. Nash has it, throws to first, and not in time. Now the throw back behind the runner. He did not make the turn towards second. Johnny Nash, by the way, is out in right field now. Vink singles to right, scores the run. Cooper from third, and now a 6-4 ball game. Here is Blake Ashmore, who walked and scored his first time up. Fastball is high. Swing and a miss by Ashmore. A ball and a strike. Runner at first, 1 out, a run home. Iola back within 2, 6-4. Swing and a miss. Vink with a safe lead over at first. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball outside. Now the 2-2 delivery. Popped it up, foul territory. Sudi, the first baseman, will make the catch, 2 down. Here's Derek Bycroft. Bycroft drew a walk back in the first inning. Stretch by Clark. And the pitch. Off-speed pitch outside. Not having much luck getting that pitch over the plate. Mundell continues to throw. Up too high, 2-0. A dangerous man in Lance Daniels next. Ground ball to the shortstop. Rankin charges and throws to first in time. The inning is over. Iola gets a run, one hit, no Ottawa errors, one left on base. At the end of two, Ottawa 6 and Iola 4. And we'll return after this break. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055.
Quality Structures Incorporated in Richmond is proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast. They know that experience matters on the field and when it comes to your building needs. Visit qualitystructures.com and put their years of experience in constructing post-frame buildings to work for you.
Anyone can call themselves a construction company, slap a sign on the side of their truck, and drive around town looking for work. Is that who you want to hire? No, you're smarter than that. Wise Guys Construction at 108 North Main in Ottawa has been in business for 13 years, building new residential homes, adding additions and finishing basements, solving commercial structure needs for businesses, and repairing damage left behind from fire or water. When it comes to who you hire for residential and commercial construction needs, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction at 785-229-5651.
Arrows come to bat here in the top of the third inning. Lower third of the order, Rankin, Mays, and Nash. Dalton Rankin in the first, reached on an error and scored. Indians have committed 3 errors so far in this ball game. Pitch from Cal Leonard. Line down the left field line. That's a fair ball. And on into the corner. Extra bases for Rankin. On his way to second and in with a stand-up double. Hit number 5. And now Spencer Mays, the batter. Spencer singled to right field and drove home a run his first time up. Check of the runner at second, and the pitch. Mays bluffed the bunt, took outside. Third baseman Bycroft, just a step in front of the bag over there, now inching in a little bit closer. 1-0 pitch, and again outside. Again, Mays was showing bunt. Rankin at second base, nobody out. Two-0 pitch. Outside again. So now, may just want to take one here. If you're considering bunting, make him throw a strike to you. And it's outside. The runner headed for third, and Rankin is in with a slide. Rankin stole that one on the pitcher. He got a secondary lead and took off. And a tough thing for that left-handed catcher to throw with a right-handed hitter up there. Mays draws a walk, so runners at the corners for Johnny Nash. Johnny, 182, no homers, and 1 RBI. He takes up high. Stretch, 1-0 pitch. Fly ball on the infield. Pitcher calls, makes the catch, 1 out. Back to the top of the order, Jared Parenti. He's walked and singled. He's stolen a couple bases and scored a run. Rankin at third base, Mays at first. The pitch. Runner goes for second, and the pitch down low. Mays is in without a throw. Two runners in scoring position with one away. Stretch by Leonard, 1-0 pitch. Safety squeeze appeared to be on right there, and Parenti took a strike. Rankin was not breaking for the plate, but Parenti had squared to bunt. Ground ball to the hole is short. Runner's going to try to score. The throw to first base is just in time to get Parenti in. On the throw, Mays down to third. So the Arrows pick up a run on the ground ball. Now lead 7-4. Runner at third with two away for Trevor Boehm, who is singled and grounded out. Leonard from the stretch, the pitch, inside. One-0 delivery. In the dirt, rolls away from the catcher, Mays, a couple steps down the line, but decides to stay there. Two and 0 to Boehm. Now from the wind, Leonard pitches, and it's high. Arrows have a run home here in the third. They lead it now 7-4. 3-0 pitch is down low, ball 4. That'll put runners at the corners. Trenton Ferguson will be the batter. Brian Long wants to have a word with Trenton. Ferguson has twice reached on errors. He has scored a run and also driven one home. Pitch to him. Runner goes from first, and Ferguson fouls it back. Leonard checks the runners. A 1 pitch. Hit out in front of the plate. Fair ball. Catcher bobbles it again, and now the throw is not in time. Mays scores. Boehm all the way to third. Barker, the catcher, just couldn't pick up that baseball. Donovan Sudi will bat now. Again, runners at the corner. Sudi has reached on a fielder's choice and been hit by a pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. Ferguson on his way to second. The throw is offline, and down the line to score is Boehm. Here comes Ferguson trying for third. That throw is offline also. Time called. Iola coach out of the dugout. His defense has hurt him immensely in this ball game, as the Indians right now have 5 errors. One and 0, the count to Sudi. Ottawa has 3 home here in the third, now on top 9-4. Stretch, pitch. Hit down the left field line. That's going to be in for extra bases. Ferguson will trot home. Sudi is on his way to second base with a double. Now Keegan Finch. Keegan drove home a run with a single in the first, fly to center in the second. Hit number 6 for the Arrows. And that's going to do it for Cal Leonard. Iola will make a pitching change here in the top of the third inning. Ottawa leads 10-4, and we're back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
People's Bank in Ottawa is proud to support our area sports teams. From People's Bank Field at Ottawa University to our Bucks for Buckets promotion and more, we believe our local sports programs are an investment in our future. Best of luck to the Ottawa sports teams from all of us at People's Bank. Member FDIC.
This is Dr. Adam Maxwell of Maxwell Chiropractic at 225 South Walnut in Ottawa. Wishing the best to the Ottawa Arrows American Legion baseball team and providing you the best chiropractic techniques and treatment for your overall health and wellness. Call for an appointment today. 893-8272.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
New pitcher for Iola is right-hander Ethan Tavares. The extra hitter, Ben Cooper, is now out in right field. Cal Leonard will also stay in the game. Let's see where he's at now. Check that. I'm sorry, that is not Leonard. Yeah, it is. He's at shortstop. Have to see how all this plays out with their lineup since they're using an extra hitter. Keegan Finch stands in. Stretch. And a pitch inside. Donovan Sudi out at second base. There's 2 outs in the inning. Over but low, 2-0. Finch takes low. 3 balls, no strikes. Long look at second, the pitch. It's a strike. Runner's heading for third. Sudi will make it. So another stolen base for Ottawa. 4 here in the inning. 6 in the ball game. 7 in the ball game. Base hit left field. Sudi will score. Ball gets away from the left fielder. Finch on his way to second. He won't stop there. He's headed for third. And they'll hold him there with a single and a 2-base error. RBI number 12 for Finch. Now Owen Lamar. Owen has reached on a fielder's choice and flied to center. Swing and a miss. Lamar came up empty on that cut. Curve in the dirt. Count now 1-1. Finch leads away from third. Next pitch. Foul ball, first base side, out of play. One-two count to Lamar. Little looper, shortstop goes out, but that's going to drop in for a hit. So Lamar with a little Texas leaguer to left. He'll drive home Finch to make it 12-4. And the batter will be Dalton Rankin, who's led this off with a double to left field. That double might have been the best ball that Dalton's hit all season long. He's really struggled. Looks like he's starting to come around a little bit. Takes low here. Arrows bat around for the second time in the ball game. They sent 11 to the plate in the first. This is the 10th man here in the third. There's a line drive over to the head of the left fielder. That one's going to go all the way to the fence, and it will bounce in play. So Lamar will come around third, and he is going to score on the double by Rankin. And Rankin really teed off on that one. Arrow's got a bit of a break. The ball stayed in play. It hit the top of the fence on the bounce and bounced back into the field of play. So instead of a ground rule double, Lamar was able to score. Now Spencer Mays. Spencer has walked and singled. Pitch down low. Called strike. Long look at second. Mays asks for time. All but one of these runs in the third are unearned. One pitch. Popped him up. Shortstop Leonard makes the call and a catch to retire the side. Ottawa gets 8 runs, 5 hits. There were 3 errors and 1 left on base. We'll move to the bottom of the third inning. It's now Ottawa 14, Iola 4, and we'll be back after this. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Hot days are ahead. Is your air conditioner up to snuff? Now's the time to find out. Call today for an AC tune-up from Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling. Our experts will make sure that your air conditioner is ready to keep your family cool this summer. 242-9273.
Since 1944, families of Franklin County have called Dingle & Son Mortuary and Crematory in their time of need. Why? Because of the peace of mind received knowing that Dingle & Son will take charge and exceed expectations. Visit dinglemortuary.com.
Okay, Clark back to the mound. He now has a 10-run advantage as Iola bats here in the bottom of the third. Daniels, Splain, and Tavares. Arrows with 6 in the first and 8 in the second. Iola got 3 in the first and 1 in the second. Lance Daniels singled his first time up. Line by Clark, and the pitch. Fouled it out of play. Arrows have another game this morning, scheduled for 11:30 here against Neosho County. A 1 pitch, rounder to second. Finch has the convenient hop and throws to first in time. So Daniels retired on a grounder to second, one away. Here's Dalen Splain, who now I believe is the extra hitter for Iola. Clark's pitch, fly ball, right center field. Peretti on his horse, and he'll get there to make the one-handed catch. Good running catch by Jared Peretti out in center field. 2 outs, nobody on. And the batter is Ethan Tavares, who reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. Clark's pitch. Pop up near the plate. Bain, the catcher, gives way to Sudi, the first baseman, who drops the baseball. It's a fair ball, and now Sudi will throw to first base because Tavares never got out of the box. And the inning is over. That play goes 3-4 on the putout. Iola out in order in the third, and at the end of 3 innings of play, the score is Ottawa 14, Iola 4. We'll return after this break. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
The Ottawa Shopper has a new look with new features. Never miss your favorite TV show with the TV Guides. Find area church times and the popular Kids Talk About God column on the church pages, and get useful employment tips from our weekly Q&A advice column. Call 242-4700 to get your Franklin County address added to our subscription list for free, or pick up the Ottawa Shopper at multiple racks around town. That's 242-4700.
How about getting rid of a pound of fat per day with completely safe, effective laser-like lipo? No strenuous dieting or excessive exercising. Call Dr. Jade Provo at Franklin County Chiropractic for a no-obligation appointment. 785-242-9393.
If you have been in an accident, tell your insurance company you want your repairs done at CarStar Ottawa. We can arrange for your tow, your car rental, and deal with your insurance company all with one phone call. No need for multiple estimates and worry. Call 242-8916. Relax. We'll take it from here.
It's 13-4. I think I mentioned it's 14-4. It's actually 13-4 Ottawa as the Arrows come to bat here in the top half of the fourth. Johnny Nash will lead things off, then Jared Peretti and Trevor Bain. Arrows got 7 runs in that last inning. Johnny Nash lead things off. He popped out to the pitcher his first time up. Pitch hits him. So Nash on to start the inning. And here is Jared Peretti. Peretti 1 for 2. He's walked, singled, and grounded to the shortstop. Ottawa has 9 hits in the ball game. Stretched by Tavares, and his pitch is down low. Peretti batting for the 4th time here in the top half of the fourth. Hit in the air, on the infield. First baseman Daniels makes the play. Now here's Trevor Bain. Bain has singled, grounded out, and walked. 1 for 2 officially. Pitch to Bain, fouled it back, went after a high fastball. No balls, 1 strike. Game in the top half of the fourth. Ottawa on top 13-4. Nash at first base, 1 out. Time called by the batter. Oh, 1 pitch. Hit him. Off-speed pitch from Tavares, and never had a chance to break. Colson Bean will bat for Trenton Ferguson here. Colson Bean on the season, 1 for 8. Left-handed batter. Runners at first and second now with 1 away. Pitch on the outside corner. Missed inside, a ball and a strike. Long look at second, next pitch. Swing and a miss, went after a pitch up above his head. And the count now 1-2. Struck him out swinging. So 2 outs with runners at first and second. Here is Donovan Sudi. Doubled his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Dubbed off the end of that foul. Two hit batters in the inning, but Ottawa not been able to move them over. They're there at first and second with 2 outs. The 0-1 to Sudi. Off-speed pitch stayed high. Tavares okays the sign. Next pitch. Inside. Two balls, 1 strike. Ball hit in the air, foul and out of play over the first base dugout. Count now 2-2. Stretch. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball headed for right. That's a base hit. Nash to third. They're going to send him. The throw's going to come into the cutoff man. The play will not be made to third base, and it's an RBI single for Sudi, and it's a 14-4 game. They aim all the way to third on the play. Look like they might play on him. Keegan Finch, the batter. Keegan's 2 for 3. A couple of RBIs. Grounder to third. Bycroft, throws to first in time to retire the side. Ottawa gets a 2-out run on 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on base. Game will move to the bottom half of the 4th with the score now Ottawa 14 and Iola 4. Back after this, you're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
When it's time to pop the question, or if the answer has already been yes, then it's time to visit Sutton's Jewelry. Why not pull out all the stops for your special day with a style that will take her breath away? From the latest sparkle to artistic magic, Sutton's Jewelry stays on top of the latest trending jewelry designs. Sutton's in-house talented bench jeweler, Phil Sutton, can size any selection, and in-house repairs are always a quick turnaround. Sutton's Jewelry, 207 South Main, downtown Ottawa.
Okay, so Iola comes to bat here in the bottom of the 4th. They need a run to stay in the ball game. They'll have Cal Leonard, Kane Rogers, and Ben Cooper coming to the plate. Colson Bean stays in the ball game. He's out in left field now. Bean is out in right field. And Nash has moved across the diamond to left. Cale Clark retired Iola in order in the third. Struggled in the first. Did better in the second inning, and as I mentioned, he's now retired 5 in a row. Cal Leonard will lead things off. Leonard drew a walk back in that 3-run first inning. Cale Clark winds, and his pitch. Strike called. Oh, 1 pitch, down in the dirt. One to Leonard. Kicked it foul off the home plate. Down now 1-2. Curve missed a little low. 2-2. Leadoff man here in the bottom of the fourth. Fastball, ground to the hole is short. Backhanded by Rankin. Long throw across, off line, and safe at first is Leonard. Rankin took too much time right there, and then his throw sailed on him. Second error of the ball game on the Arrows. Something that Ottawa has struggled with through this early portion of the season. Now Kane Rogers. Rogers thrown out by the second baseman Finch his first time up. Pitch inside. Inside again, 2-0. Leonard leads away at first. Swing and a miss after a pitch out of the zone. Curveball outside, 3 balls and a strike. No better that Clark has been able to get that breaking ball over. He should have gone fastball there, 2-1. Here's the 3-1 to Rogers, and he fouls it out of play. Count runs full. Stretch, and the 3-2 pitch. Popped it up. Boehm over toward the screen, looking up, and he does not have a play. So Leonard back to first. Clark with a sign, and again the 3-2. Breaking ball, low, ball 4. First and second, nobody out for Ben Cooper, who walked and scored back in the second. Stretch by Clark. Pitch to Cooper. Base hit right field. Being up with it, the bases will be loaded with nobody out. Now Kason Barker, who sacrificed in the second inning. Well, I mentioned Iola needed a run to keep the game alive. They've got that run at third base. Excuse me. Grant Maxwell has grabbed a baseball, and he's going to warm up down the left field line for Ottawa. Pitch from Clark. Fastball high. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Stretch, 1-1 pitch, missed outside. Errors and free passes will get you in trouble every time. Clark needs to throw a strike here. 2-1, the pitch. He does. It's hit in the air to shallow right, and that's going to drop in for a hit. Run down the line to score to make it 14-5. And the lineup turns over. Here's Isaac Vink, who singled his last time up. He's also flied to the right fielder. Stretch. Pitch to Vink, low. One-0 delivery. Strike on the outside corner. Still nobody out in the inning. Stretch. The 1-1 pitch. Buried in the dirt. Dame asks the umpire for new baseball. One to Vink. Curve got over, strike two. His best breaking ball Cale's thrown here today. Evens the count. Another curve and a missed high. So a full count with no place to put the batter. Three-two pitch. Grounder to second. Finch will play to second base for the out there, and that's all they'll get. On the play, Rogers comes in to score, making it 14-6. Cooper to third. And the batter, Blake Ashmore. Ashmore is walked and fouled to the first baseman. Up too high, 1-0. Runners at the corners, one away. Grounder to short. That should be two. Bad hop. Rankin stays with it out there. Back to first, not in time. Rankin had that ball jump up on him, and I think if he'd had a simple ground ball he might have turned to, but instead it's a force out and a run scoring. Now Derek Bycroft. He's walked and grounded out. Curve high, throw behind the runner, and safe at first is Ashmore. And Ashmore a little bit shaken after diving back into first. Pitch outside. Count out 2-0 with Daniels on deck. 3 runs home here for Iola. Arrows still lead at 14-7 here in the 4th. Ball 3 low. Cale Clark's pitch count now getting up into the 80 range. Fastball right through there, and Bycroft taking all the way. Right-hander to the belt. And the pitch. Ball 4 low. And that puts runners at first and second for Lance Daniels. Going to bring Nathan Roth out of the Ottawa dugout, too. This inning started on Cal Leonard reaching on an error by the shortstop Rankin. A walk to Rogers and a single to Cooper loaded the bases. Barker dumped a single to right to score a run. And a fielder's choice grounder off the bat of Vink scored one. And Ashmore also reached on a fielder's choice to score another. And the Arrows are going to make a pitching change here. They're going to send in Brody Mundell. So Brody Mundell will be brought on. We'll keep it right here. Brody on the season, making his 3rd appearance. He has 1 win, no losses, and a save, an earned run average of 2.00. He's thrown 7 innings, allowed 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He's walked 2, and he has struck out 4. He inherits a first and second 2-out situation here. Ottawa got 6 runs in the first. Iola came back with 3 in the first, 1 in the second. Ottawa got 8 in the third and 1 in the fourth, but Iola has chipped away once again with 3 here in the inning, still batting. So Cale Clark goes 3 2/3. Did not have good control here today. He walked 7 men. He allowed 4 hits. Mundell done warming up. Lance Daniels will stand in. He is singled and grounded out to second. Pitch is low. Throw behind the runner's second base, and it's on into center field. Runner's going to try for third, and Perenni boots the ball. Now, Perenni had backed up that play well, but then he couldn't come up with it cleanly. Ashmore down to third base. Another error on the Arrows. Brian Long cannot be happy. 1-0 pitch is high. Ottawa's committed 2 errors here in the inning, 3 in the ball game. Two-0 pitch, fouled back of the plate. Mundell staring in for a sign. 2-1 pitch, way up high. Check the runners. 3-1 to Daniels. Ball 4 high. And that'll load him up for Dalen Splain. Splain walked in the first, fly to center in the third. Eighth man to come to the plate in the inning. Popped him up, foul territory. Sudi has a play, and he's got it. That's the inning. 3 runs for Iola on 2 hits, 2 Ottawa errors, and 3 left on base. At the end of 4 innings of play, the score is now Ottawa 14, Iola 7. And we'll be back after this timeout. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
June is Men's Health Month. Abdominal aortic aneurysm, also known as AAA, is a leading cause of sudden death for men over 60. Yet AAA is highly treatable if detected early. A AAA can slowly grow in size over a period of years without showing any signs or symptoms. The larger an aneurysm grows, the greater the chance it will burst or rupture. Most ruptures can be fatal. Warning signs may include intense back or abdominal pain, rapid pulse, nausea, vomiting, excessive sweating, and shock. Major risk factors include a family history of AAA, smoking, and high blood pressure. It is recommended that men between the ages of 65 and 75 who have smoked get a one-time screening test. Men with a family history of AAA should begin screening at age 60. Knowing the risk factors for AAA and getting screened can help save your life. For more information, visit radiologyinfo.org. That's radiologyinfo.org. This health reminder is from the Radiological Society of North America.
Changes for Iola defensively. They have a new pitcher, that is Kane Rogers. Splain moved back to shortstop. Leonard is now at third base. Ashmore moved out to left field, and now Bycroft is the second baseman. Kane Rogers, a right-hander, being brought on here in the top of the 5th. He will face Johnny Nash, Jared Parenti, and Trevor Boehm. And check that, I'm sorry. Owen Lamar leads things off. Then Dalton Rankin and Spencer Mays. Owen Lamar is 1 for 3, a single his last time up. He has a couple of RBIs. He has scored 2 runs. Fastball by Rogers for a strike. Breaking ball in the dirt, 1-1. Next pitch, fouled it back. One, 2 to Lamar. hit in the air to center field. That one ball's hit a ton, and that ball is going to carry and one-hop the fence. Lamar to second base, heading around second. He's going to try for third. A good throw will get him, and he is going to be safe as the ball and Lamar arrived at the same time, and the third baseman, Leonard, couldn't come up with it cleanly. So Lamar, with his first triple of the season. Batter is Dalton Rankin. Dalton is 2 for 3, a couple of doubles. Pitch to him. Fastball outside corner at the knees. Now Rogers steps off the rubber as Rankin asks for time. Oh, one pitch. Up too high. Arrows up 14-7 here in the fifth. One to Rankin. Down too low, gets away from the catcher. Lamar down the line, and he will score. So now a 15-7 game. Run rule here in this tournament, 10 runs after 4 innings, 8 after 5. So now Ottawa, for the second time in a run rule situation, if they can get Iola out. 2-1 to Rankin. That ball hit in the air, shallow left center field, will drop in for a third hit of the day. So Rankin is on with Ottawa's 12th hit of the game. Spencer Mays is 1 for 2. Throw over to first. Rankin is back. Dalton, a good base runner, has 7 stolen bases on the season. Pitch to Mays. Swing and a miss out in front of that one. Arrows have a run home here in the fifth, leading at 15-7. Strike on the inside corner, 0-2. Rankin over at first, inching away. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball, and Mays down on strikes. Now Johnny Nash. Johnny has popped to the pitcher and been hit by a pitch, scored a run his last time up. Stretched by Rogers, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Triple by Lamar, he scored on a wild pitch. Single by Rankin, and then Mays striking out. 0-1 to Nash. Missed the outside corner, 1-1. Next offering. Runner goes, pitch a strike, throw to second base, not in time. One and 2 to Johnny Nash. Got him with a breaking ball, strike 3. And 2 outs. Jared Perenni will hit. Jared 1 for 3. A run scored rather. Check the runner. Pitch. Curve for a strike. A 1 pitch. Curveball grounded foul outside of third. Here's the 0-2 to Perenni. Strike 3 called on the inside corner, so Rogers strikes out the side, but Ottawa gets a run on a couple of hits. No errors, 1 left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Ottawa 15 and Iola 7. Back after this, you're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Being your local hometown chiropractic clinic for over 50 years lends itself to being a longtime supporter of the area sports teams, including the Ottawa American Legion baseball team. Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic wishes this year's squad the best as they work toward the result they want, a 3rd straight state championship. When you want results in reducing your pain and improving your overall wellness with traditional chiropractic care, call on the experienced team of Dr. Mike Hyatt and Dr. Sherry Jung at the Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, 15th and Main in Ottawa, 242-4001, or visit ottawachiropractic.com.
Iola bats here in the bottom of the 5th, again needing a run to keep the ball game alive. Ethan Tavares will lead it off, then Cal Leonard and Kane Rogers. Brody Mundell came on to get the final out of the 4th. Starter Cale Clark went 3 2/3, allowed 4 hits, 7 runs, only 4 of them earned. Walked 7, did not strike out anybody. Ethan Tavares to lead it off. He has reached on a fielder's choice and been out on a strange play where Donovan Sudi on a pop fly dropped the baseball, but then recovered to retire Tavares at first base. Tavares did not leave the batter's box. Pitch from Mundell. In the air, shallow center. Jared Perenni a couple of steps in. He's got it, 1 away. That'll bring Cal Leonard to the plate. Leonard has walked and reached on an error. He has scored a run. Breaking ball, low and outside. Swinging a pitch up around his eyes, he fouls it into the stands over by the third base dugout. One pitch. Curve a little bit high, 2-1. Little looper, and that's going to drop in front of Nash for a hit. Hit number 5 in the ball game for Iola. Now Kane Rogers, he's grounded out and walked. Stretched by Mundell. And the pitch. Line into left center field. That's going to plug the gap. Leonard around to third base. He's going to try to score. And the throw will not be in time. And Iola again stays alive in this ball game. RBI double for Rogers. Here is Ben Cooper. He singled to right his last time. He's also walked. He scored twice. Grounder to short. Rankin looks the runner back, throws to first in time, 2 outs. Now here's Kason Barker, who drove home a run with a single his last time up, also is sacrificed. Stretch by Mundell, the pitch. Swing and a foul back of the plate. Got a little piece of Trevor Boehm. Game's in the bottom of the fifth, 15-8. Ottawa has the lead. Runner at second, 2 outs. 1 strike pitch, up and in. Check of the runner. Next pitch, high, 2-1. Arrows play Neosho County next, scheduled for 11:30. Swing and a miss. That's 2-2 now. Kerr, strike 3 called. So Ottawa out of the inning. 1 run, couple of hits. No errors, 1 left. We'll go to the 6th inning. The score, Ottawa 15 and Iola 8. We'll return after this break. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Does the thought of undergoing a radiology exam or procedure cause you anxiety? Do you find that having more information helps ease your fears? Prepare for your next exam by visiting radiologyinfo.org. You'll find more than 200 up-to-date and easy-to-understand descriptions of radiologic exams, procedures, and treatments to answer your questions about what to expect and how to prepare. The site also provides information on the benefits and risks of CT scans, MRI, X-ray, and other radiology tests. Radiologyinfo.org offers patient safety information, medical images, plus disease, condition descriptions and screening, and wellness information. You'll also find video presentations created by radiologists describing some of the most common exams available today. The site is totally free, doesn't require registration, and is available in English and Spanish. Radiologyinfo.org is reviewed by medical experts for accuracy and credibility. Be informed, be prepared, be assured. Visit radiologyinfo.org, produced by the Radiological Society of North America and the American College of Radiology.
Game moves to the top half of the 6th. Trevor Boehm, Colson Bean, and Donovan Sudi to face Kane Rogers, who gave up a couple of hits in the 5th, struck out the side for Ottawa. The Arrows have led since the 1st. They got 6 in the top of the 1st inning. Iola got it back within 2, but then the Arrows scored 8 times in the 3rd. They got single runs in the 4th and the 5th. I say 8 runs in the 3rd. It was 7 runs in the 3rd. Trevor Boehm is 1 for 2 today. He has been on base 3 times. He's walked and been hit by a pitch. Fastball outside. Up and in. Boehm wanted to go after that and thought better of it. balls, no strikes. Fouled at the plate. Two and one to the Ottawa catcher. The pitch in the dirt. Boehm with a huge cut came up empty, 3-2. Rogers, 3-2 pitch. Line past third, down the line. Boehm on his way to second base. And he'll put on the brakes there with a double. Arrows now with 13 hits in the ball game. Here's Colson Bean, who struck out his only time up. Rogers' pitch missed outside. One to Bean. Missed low and away. Boehm out at second base, nobody out. Way outside, 3-0. Strike called. Colson was taking on that pitch, 3-1. Outside, ball 4. That'll get Donovan Sudi to the plate. Donovan 2 for 3. Check of the runners. Pitch to Sudi. Ball hit in the air. And the center fielder drifting back, and it goes over his head. Boehm will round third. Throw will come into third base, and the ball got away from Leonard, and Bean is safe at third. Sudi down to second. That ball just kept carrying to dead center field. It'll be a double for Sudi. Finch takes up too high. Ball just kept carrying, and Vink just didn't get back there. 1-0 to Finch. That ball hit into right center field. That's a long run. Nobody's going to catch up with it. It's in the gap. Sudi will trot home. Finch into second base with a double. Oh, Sudi came all the way around to score, excuse me. So Bean scores, Sudi scores. And now the batter Owen Lamar, who tripled his last time up, 2 for 3. Takes high. And it's an 18-8 ball game. Runner at second, still nobody out. Way inside, 2-0. Double by Boehm, a walk to Bean. Double by Sudi, and a double by Finch. Strike inside corner, 2-1. Base hit left field. Finch to third. He'll put on the brakes. Well, Lamar has a 3-hit game. Now the batter, Dalton Rankin. Dalton, 3 hits in 4 times up. It's good to see him hitting the ball sharply. Stretch by Rogers. He'll throw to first, and diving back in safely is Lamar. Arrows now have 16 hits in this ball game. Runner takes off for second. Pitch a strike to Rankin. Second and third, the runners now. Curve in the dirt, blocked nicely by the catcher, Barker. Finch leads away from third, Lamar from second. And now the 1-1 pitch. Grounder to the shortstop. Finch didn't break for the plate. A throw to first base in time to get Rankin, but Finch then had to go because Lamar was headed for third base. So it's an RBI ground out for Rankin. First out of the inning. Runner at third for Spencer Mays. Spencer is 1 for 3, a first inning single. Swing and a miss. He's out in front of pitches here today. A 1 pitch. Fastball hit in left field for a hit. Ashmore over to hold him to a single. Lamar down the line to make it a 20-8 ball game. Now Johnny Nash. Johnny is 0 for 2. Pitch from Rogers. Missed the outside corner. And it hit him in the shoulder. Nash hit for the second time in the ball game, third time on the season. And here we are at the top of the lineup once again, Jared Peretti. Jared 1 for 4. Arrows with 5 home here in the 6th, lead it 20-8. Swing and a miss by Peretti. He was swinging for the fences there. Stretch. 1 strike pitch. Inside. Mays at second base, Nash at first, 1 out. Peretti fouls it out of play. a stretch. And now the 1-2 pitch. Curve, strike 3 called. Perenni caught looking for a second time in the ball game. And Trevor Boehm will bat for the second time in the inning. He led off the inning with a double to the left. Boehm has 2 hits. Sudi 3. Finch 3. Lamar 3. Rankin 3. Mays 2. Ground ball, and that's on through for a base hit. Mays will hold at third. Just out of the diving attempts by Leonard and Splain. Bases are loaded. And here's Colson Bean. And now a courtesy runner for Boehm. That'll be Alex Trinkle. Colson Bean has struck out and walked. Pitch to him is low and away. Third time in the game that the Arrows have batted at least 11 in an inning. Strike. 1-1 now. Up too high. It's 2-1. Missed inside. 3 balls, 1 strike with no place to put Bean. Swing and a miss. Count runs full. So with 2 outs, Ottawa can send these base runners. Three-two pitch. Outside, and a run comes home. And now Sudi will bat for a second time in the inning. Donovan on the day is 3 for 4. A couple of doubles. He now has 9 doubles on the season. Breaking ball low. Fastball for a strike. Fastball grounded to the shortstop. Play to first in time, and the side is retired. For the Arrows in the 6th, 6 runs. They had 6 hits. There were no errors and 3 left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Ottawa 21, Iola 8. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Need to know if your child's game or practice has been canceled due to weather? Sign up now for Ottawa Recreation Commission's text alerts. Go to orcottawaks.org to sign up or for more information.
Whether it's on the field as a player or tackling your yard as a weekend warrior, injuries happen. The Orthopedic Associates of Ottawa at Ransom Memorial Hospital can reduce your pain, increase your function, and get you back in the game. Find out how by visiting ransom.org.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Well, Iola comes to bat here in the bottom of the 6th, and now they need 6 runs. stay in the ball game. They'll have the top of their order up: Vink, Ashmore, and Bycroft. Isaac Vink in the ball game is 1 for 3, a single in the second inning that drove home a run. Brody Mundell on in relief of the starting pitcher, Cale Clark. Pitch from Mundell, up too high. Just below the knees. 2-0. Fly ball, shallow left, and that was going to fall in, a base hit. So Vink on with a leadoff single, and the batter is Blake Ashmore. Ashmore is 0 for 2. This will be our last half inning. Time limit has expired. We will finish out this half inning. Strike at the letters. So now, Iola does not need 6 runs. They need 13. Fouled up the third baseline. Strike 2. Arrows looking for win number 14. Inside. They're also looking for their 8th win in a row. Swing and a miss. Ashmore down on strikes. Second strikeout for Mundell. 1 out now, Derek Bycroft. Bycroft has walked twice, 0 for 1. Line in left center field, in for extra bases. Around third, heading for home is Vink, and he will make it on the double by Bycroft. No, by far, this is the most runs an Ottawa team has given up this season. Lance Daniels, the batter. A single and a walk. 1 for 2 officially. Missed outside. Strike call, 1-1. Runner second, 1 out. 1-1 to Daniels. Strike 2 with a breaking ball. Left-handed batter back in. 1-2 pitch in the dirt. Mundell staring in for a sign. And now his 2-2 pitch. Low. They have the runner trapped. Throw to third base. And now they're running back towards second, and Lamar applies the tag for the second out of the inning. Boehm picks off the runner at second. The play goes 2-4-5. So now down to 1 out. 3-2 pitch to Daniels upcoming. Ball 4 high. So Dalen Splain will get a chance to bat. He is 0 for 2 in this one. Pitch to the right-handed batter. Swing and a miss. Sudi not holding the runner on at first. The pitch. Hit to left field. Coming on is Nash. He'll make the running catch, and that's the ball game. In the 6th for Iola, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Final score is Ottawa 21, Iola 9, and we'll be back with the Advantage Electric postgame show. After this, you're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Stay tuned for the Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball postgame show, brought to you by Advantage Electric at 229 North Main in Ottawa. Advantage Electric, lighting up your world. Whether you're building or remodeling, you want your project to be unique to you. Eric Crowley of Advantage Electric can help.
Something recently we've started is custom lighting, making custom lights. I've noticed it's a new trend. Not everybody wants the big, box light fixtures that you can buy. Everybody's looking for something eclectic nowadays and new and a conversation piece.
Your ideas come to life.
Anything and everything that you could think of that you could possibly make a light fixture out of, we could certainly do it.
Advantage Electric, 229 North Main. Call 418-1218. People's Bank in Ottawa is proud to support our area sports teams. From People's Bank Field at Ottawa University to our Bucks for Buckets promotion and more, we believe our local sports programs are an investment in our future. Best of luck to the Ottawa sports teams from all of us at People's Bank. Member FDIC.
The most trusted name in heating and cooling is Adamson Brothers. Let us make sure your air conditioner is ready to handle the hottest days of the year. Call today and schedule a tune-up with our air conditioning experts. 242-9273.
Using Groupon, people can save up to $1 gazillion a week. Not each of them, of course, but all of them combined. In reality, you can save up to $100 a week on what you do every day. Getting a haircut? Check Groupon. Need an oil change? Check Groupon. Now, we are in no way implying that you could save $1 gazillion a week on nearby yoga classes, golfing, Italian restaurants, or resorts. However, use the top-rated Groupon app and save up to $100 a week on what you do every day. Download the app and save. Groupon.
This Father's Day, get Dad something he'll really love with a great gift from Boot Barn. Our huge selection of Western and work boots and clothing makes it easy to find the perfect gift. Thank Dad with traditional or exotic boots from Cody James that are as classy as he is. Or show him you admire his strength and hard work with tough boots and clothing for the job site. Stop by Boot Barn for top picks for Dad this Father's Day. Boot Barn, Western and work.
Well, the Arrows win it in the football score, 21-9. Ottawa got 6 in the first inning, but Iola chipped away to make it 6-4 heading to the third. Arrows then scored 7 in the third inning. They had single runs in the fourth and fifth. Iola kept the game alive a couple of different times, but then Ottawa scored 6 times in the sixth inning to put it away. The bats really got going. 18 hits for Ottawa in this one, and multiple hit games for a number of Ottawa players. 3 hits apiece for Trevor Boehm, Donovan Sudi, Keegan Finch, Owen Lamar, Dalton Rankin. Trevor Mays also had a couple of hits for the Arrows, who now moved their record to 14-1 with the win, and we will have a final word on this broadcast after this. You're listening to the Advantage Electric postgame show here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Electricity. Where would we be without it? Yeah, in the dark. But Advantage Electric is there to light up your world. Whether it's service or repair, you'll always get a free estimate and a friendly technician. Here's Advantage Electric owner Eric Crowley.
What we enjoy is working with people in our community because we see them everywhere we go. It's not like, we go to your house and we take care of your electrical issue and then we don't talk to you or see you ever again. So it's a personal connection that we have with you.
Advantage Electric, 229 North Main. Call 418-1218.
I'm Nick Soboleski, a Select Quote agent with a true story that could save you hundreds of dollars a year. A woman named Linda just called. Her husband, Ray, has a $300,000 group life insurance policy, but is changing jobs and can't take it with him. Well, I impartially shopped the highly rated term life insurance companies we represent and found Ray, who is 41 and takes medication to control his cholesterol, a 10-year, $500,000 policy for under $26 a month. That's almost twice the coverage for less than half of what he had paid. If SelectQuote hasn't shopped for your life insurance, you're probably paying too much.
For your free quote, call 1-800-445-6363. That's 1-800-445-6363. 1-800-445-6363. Or go to SelectQuote.com. We shop, you save. Get full details on the example policy at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Your price can vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
Arrows win at 21-9 as we're back here on the Advantage Electric postgame show. For Ottawa, 21 runs, 18 hits, 3 errors, 10 left. And for Iola, 9 runs, 8 hits, 6 errors, 8 left on base. Winning pitcher was Cale Clark, and he's now 1-1 on the season. Losing pitcher was the starter for Iola. That was Cal Leonard. And we'll be back with you shortly here with more from this Chinook tournament. Again, Ottawa wins this game 21-9. Neosho County coming up here shortly. We'll send it back to the station for now. And this is Gary Bateman saying so long from Katy Park.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of Post 60 Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball from KOFO. Brought to you by Modern Woodman agent Dale Pearson, Dr. Hale Family Dentistry, Kansas State Bank, Adamson Brothers, Ottawa Recreation Commission, and by Ransom Memorial Hospital, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, Sutton's Jewelry, CarStar, Messenger's Home Furnishing, Dingle & Son Mortuary, also by Franklin County Chiropractic, the Ottawa Herald, Wise Guys Construction, People's Bank, Kramer Pharmacy, and Costantino's Price Chopper, Quality Structures Incorporated, Maxwell Chiropractic, and Advantage Electric. For more information about our next Ottawa Arrows Legion baseball broadcast, log on to the KOFO sports page at KOFO.com. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.
Information and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first. Here's Dave Edwards.
Good morning. It's 18 past 11. I am Dave Edwards in the KOFO newsroom. We have a heat advisory that remains in effect from noon until 7 this evening for Douglas, Osage, Franklin, and Anderson counties and for the entire KOFO listening area. They say high temperatures will range from 94 to 98 with afternoon heat index of 105 to 110. Prolonged exposure to these hot and humid conditions will increase the potential for heat-related illnesses, especially for individuals sensitive to these conditions. Take extra precautions if you work or spend time outside when possible. Reschedule strenuous activities to early morning or evening. Know the signs and symptoms of heat exhaustion and heat stroke, and wear lightweight and loose-fitting clothing when possible. Drink plenty of water. We also have a heat warning, excessive heat warning in effect from noon until 7 this evening for Miami and Lynn counties with highs between mid to upper 90s and a heat index of 107 to 112. Prolonged exposure to the heat and humidity may lead to heat-related illnesses if precautions are not taken. An excessive heat warning means that a prolonged period of dangerously hot temperatures will occur. Combination of heat temperatures, high temperatures and high humidity will combine to create a dangerous situation in which heat illnesses are likely. Drink plenty of fluid and stay in air-conditioned rooms. Stay out of the sun and check up on relatives and neighbors. Young children and pets should never be left unattended in vehicles under any circumstance. This is especially true during warm or hot weather where car interiors can reach lethal temperatures in a matter of minutes. A number of power outages have been reported around the area. A powerful storm rumbled through early this morning, knocking out power over 2,300 KCP&L customers. Among the cities and towns affected, Linden, Richmond, Garnett, Homewood, and Williamsburg. KCP&L spokesperson Courtney Hughley.
My name is Courtney Hughley with KCP&L. Last night, we saw a storm that rolled into our service territory. At the peak of outages, we saw about 30